Hi, welcome back to Cooking with Steve. Today we're going to do just steak. We're working on a protein today. These are just New York strip steaks. You can buy them virtually anywhere, any of your major grocery stores. We're going to be doing 6 of them. The key to a good ribeye is to make sure that the band of fat on the outer edge is not too big. So when you purchase them, don't pay for a lot of fat. If you go to a grocery store or a butcher where they can trim it for you, you want to make sure that the ribbon is about 1/4 of an inch, 1/8 of an inch, somewhere around there. Like this one's a little thick, but we're going to go ahead and use it. And again, I point all the fat back up to the top. I'm going to lightly hit it with a mallet because I want to break up some of the connective tissue so that it actually starts to tenderize the steak a little bit. And the way I know that I've done it is by having them all in the same direction. When I hit it, I know that they've all been done. You don't want to beat it too far. You don't want to smash up the steak, but you want to give it a little of bit of an area in which the seasoning can go in. If you're not marinating overnight or for days, you just use a mallet. Again, this is all kinds of recipes so that you can do it fast and easy at your home and don't have to take a whole lot of time. All right, so that's that. All right, so depending on your taste, again, I just put a little bit of salt. Again, if you're not comfortable with the big container, definitely use a salt shaker. You can use a pepper mill if you want fresh cracked pepper, however you want to do it. It's all good. Once we do everything on one side, I'm going to put some garlic on there. I don't want a whole lot. I don't want to take away from the good flavor of the steak. I just want to make sure that there's enough on it that we can get some flavor out of it. And sometimes it's uncooperative, so patience is a key. And again, with the onion powder, we want to put a little bit. And one of the main reasons for putting spice on anything is to enhance the flavor, not overwhelm. If you're putting so much on there that all you taste is that spice, then again, it's too much. You need to cut back a little bit. If all you taste is salt or all you taste is garlic, you may want to cut back on the amount of seasoning you're putting on your anything, whether it's potatoes or steak. Want to make sure that everything still has its flavor, but it's not overwhelmed by the spice that you're applying to it. I've gone to many restaurants and you bite into something and it tastes like they put so much salt on it that you don't taste anything but salt. And I liked it. I like to eat.
Like the McDonald's fries.
Kind of like McDonald's French fries. I mean, they're so good, but sometimes they're so salty that that's all you taste. You don't taste the good potato that's under there. And I guess that depends on the crew person who did it. Now, I'm going to let these rest for about 15 minutes. I want the spice to have a chance, so I'm going to put it on a cookie sheet that I'm going to take to the grill, and I'm going to wrap it with plastic wrap. Now, I'm going to fumble around with plastic wrap, so I'm not going to let you watch that because I'm not very good at plastic wrap. So I'm going to put it on pause, and when we get to the grill, we'll show you how to grill them. Perfect. All right, so we've now let our steaks sit for 30 minutes, and we're gonna place them on the grill. I put them on a kind of a diagonal, not a real big diagonal because I like grill marks. I like people to know that I've grilled it, not that it just was cooked on a stove or something.
Almost lost a steak there.
I almost lost the steak. Oh my goodness. That would have been tragedy. Now, the key to good steak is not to be turning it around a lot. A lot of people will continuously flip them. A good steak, medium rare to medium Should be flipped about 4 times. You got to let it cook. You have to let it cook. And then we're going to have to let it rest again. We want them to rest for about 10 minutes, maybe 15 minutes, so that the juices get soaked back into the steak and that they're not dry and tasteless. Again, you got the good fat. The good fat's going to continuously go on there, and as that cooks off, it will season the meat with the fat. Again, make sure the fat's not too thick. If you're paying for a lot of fat, then you're just paying a lot of money. You're paying good money for a product that's inferior. So when we flip them, we're going to flip them in the same position. And then when we flip them the second time, we'll go to the other side of the grill, which is a little bit cooler, because we don't want, once the outside's starting to cook, all we're really doing is worrying about cooking the inside of the steak and not necessarily the outside as fast. So I keep one side of my grill hot, one side of my grill about medium. So if you've got a good grill, it's got 6 burners, 5 burners, set 2 to the lower temp. Like mine's 5, you set 2 to the lower temp. The middle one you keep on high. When we switch sides, we'll turn the middle one down, and we'll still have a hot side, and then we'll actually close it. So a good steak takes anywhere from, depending on your grill and the BTUs, could take anywhere from 10 to 18 minutes. I'm going to show you the flipping process. We will pause in between because you don't want to sit here and watch steak cook. So once I flip these the first time, we'll pause until we do it the second time, and I'll show you how we do that. So we're gonna start flipping our steaks now. I know it hasn't been very much time, but if you look at those beautiful grill marks you got, that's what you're trying to get on your steak. You're trying to get those beautiful grill marks so everybody knows that your steak came off the barbecue grill. It was not cooked in the house, in an electric skillet, or on your stove, but you get those beautiful grill marks. Now the steak is still a little gray looking. That's not what we want our finished product to do, but we've locked in that side and we're going to lock in the other side. So we're going to pause for a few minutes. Just understand that you want it about 3 to 5 minutes per side. And if they're not done to your liking, on the last side, you'll cook a little bit longer, and then you'll flip it one last time and let it cook very short period of time. All right, now we're back. So when we flip our steaks the second time, we want to change the direction, but we also want to change the position on the grill. So the ones in the very back, because the grills tend to be much warmer on the back side than they are on the front side. So we want to switch our direction and our position. So front steaks go to the back. As you can see, that one there didn't get as much love from the heat as the ones in the back, which look a lot more done. Now you start to see that nice brown color. You see this, that nice brown color there? That's what you're looking for in a done steak. Not that gray looking. Gray steak is not good steak. Brown food is good food. So we're gonna go on pause again. We're gonna let these cook. Again, just follow the same pattern. If you're not worried about your grill lines, don't worry about direction. Just put them on the grill, cook them. I'm just like the nice grill marks on there, so I try to make sure that they get those nice, clean marks on them. So we'll go on pause now, and we'll see you back in a few. All right, come over here and look at these beautiful grill marks. Nice hash marks. Looks like they were professionally done. If you want to impress your friends, your colleagues, whatever, it's not that difficult. It looks good, and the steaks are almost done. We have just a few more minutes, and they will be completely done. And then we'll let them rest. Once we get to the rest stage, I'm going to let you go for a few minutes, and then we'll show you cutting into one. We'll show you a complete plate. I hope you guys are enjoying this video and how to do some good grilling in your backyard. So we're going to go on pause now, and we'll see you back in a minute. All right, now we're ready to take these steaks off. Look at those beautiful char marks. Looks like Outback Steakhouse or something. or whatever your favorite steakhouse restaurant is. All right, we're gonna just take them off. I'm gonna let you take a good look without the smoke. And then we're gonna go back on pause because we're gonna let them rest for 15 minutes. We want the juices to soak back into the steak. We want the connective tissue to release so that the steaks will be as tender as can be. We're gonna show you the final product today when we're done, after they rest, and we'll give you a good look at that.
Go.
All right, the steaks have had a chance to rest now. You can see how juicy they are. They're just dripping with juice. It's all over everywhere, just dripping everywhere. So if you want to really impress, like I said, we're going to do this one carb free. For those of you who are on carb free diets and don't need a whole lot of carbs, if you just slightly place your asparagus over top. We did asparagus for this one too. I'm a real fan of asparagus. We will be doing other vegetables, but if you notice, it looks very nice and neat. If this is a colleague or a boss or something coming over to eat, it looks like a restaurant quality dish, and we did it at home. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you share and like this video, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.